What is happening, guys? So today we got another episode of Fleet Friday. As always, I know I didn't get to last week's video, but this week I wanted to do it because last week we had the 1,000 subscriber live stream and that went amazing. So this week, guess what? You guys got the most requested video, which was the SWAT truck. This is the SWAT truck. With Steel. He can introduce himself, I guess. Operative Steel. Hello. With the Sheriff's Office, Stapleton County Sheriff's Office. Today we're going to be doing a video on the Bearcat. This is the Bearcat. This is a vehicle that the SWAT team uses. As you guys remember, the CRT had another vehicle that they use, which was the F-150, the modified F-150. The SWAT here do have the Bearcat. Before we get to it, we're gonna look at their uniform first before we get to anything. This is the uniform of the SWAT team. You see the SWAT members. They have the helmet that's similar to CRT. So this is the same helmet except it's in green, with the face cover and everything, and the light that's always on over here. And then on top of that, they have their black tactical. We have black tactical gear in DHS CRT, where in this case they have a green tactical vest with their badge and everything. Their hip has their firearm, and that's pretty much it, and like a radio in the back, and that's pretty much the typical look of SWAT operative here in V2. Some of them, I think majority of them have their rank level on the side, their rank tab, that shows on the side, same way as DHS. Though I think only FNG is the only ones that have them like at the front. And then here's their pouch for the bags. That is pretty much the look of the uniform, I guess. That's what you get, and then you get a couple extra pouches on your right side of the your left side of the of your pants, and the other side is your handgun. So enough with the uniform, let's get to the truck. So this is the truck. This is the Lenko truck. This is the Bearcat, you could call it. So this SWAT truck, for the people that don't know, it like seats up to 12 people. So similar to how I was explaining the CRT vehicle, you could stand. You could stand on the outside. So 4 on the outside and 6 on the inside. So right now, the reason why he looks like he's sitting is because there's no animation in the test server. We're doing this in the test server. There's no animation, so he's sitting instead of standing. So that's why he's like that. So we got 4 on the outside and 6 on the inside. So this is the inside seats. So you have total of 6 seats, as you can see. So each operative sits on each side, and then 2, the driver's seat and the passenger seat right here. You can't get up here. You can't go outside of here and do a gun turret, sadly, right? Can you get up here or no? I don't want to glitch this thing, but you can't access it, I'm guessing, right? Nope. Okay, it doesn't work. Yeah, so the top does not open. It's sealed for good. It would have been nice if you can like open it and like come out with your firearm. That would have been dope. So that's that for the top. So we're gonna go inside the vehicle now and then go through kind of the ELS style, the lights and everything. So Still took a screenshot for us what it's like to see inside the truck. This screenshot kind of shows you guys what you would see when you sit in the vehicle as law enforcement. This is what you see when you're a SWAT operative and you try to drive this vehicle. So it's similar to a regular vehicle, but not all the buttons work, if that makes sense. I believe not all the, I think all the buttons work actually. I believe so. So we're gonna test it out. So first thing first we're gonna try out is gonna be ELS control 1. So before it was aux light, here's ELS control 1. ELS control 1 is simple. All that's gonna be blinking is the outer lights. So the outer lights on the front. So the left and the right one will be just blinking blue, red, back and forth only. nothing else. These other lights are all off, and the middle ones are all off. If you go to the back, the side has these little side markers that are blinking as well on level 1. Where other vehicles, they focus too much on all the backlights being turned on level 1, this one kind of has like some lights in the front on and the side markers on, nothing in the back that's on. So this is P1 or level 1, however you call it. And then this is level 2 ELS. So this is number 2 ELS. So this is when you start having more lights that are on. Level 2 has the left 2 and the right 2 that are all blinking at once now, and now the grill lights are finally back on. So these correspond, they just go back and forth in a patterned way. So it's like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's for the front. There's no other lights that are in the side. Now you start seeing these side markers that are on. Remember before only that one was on in level 1? Now this one finally turns back on. And this one is back on now. Now instead of blinking red and blue, now they only focus on one color. This one is going to be red all the time, and this one is going to be blue the whole time. They also have these on the top that are going to be turning on now, and they're going to just focus on straight up blue lights. And these are the side markers, side marker lights. So in level 1, these were off. They were not turning on. Now they're finally on in level 1, level 2. So now they're going to be blinking red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. So side marker lights, the bottom one, this one will always, so it will be opposite. So if the top ones are red here, it's going to be blue here. If this bottom one is red here, it's going to be blue here. So it's like opposite. Now everything is like color coordinated, you could call it. So one side is all red and like one tiny blue, and the other side is all blue and one tiny red. And then this is level 3, or as some of you guys like to call it, the Christmas lights. So that's when it starts, you start seeing a pattern. So it's going to be like, this is usually used for when you're responding to scenes and stuff like that. You have 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and like it's back and forth. It's like just a little tiny pattern that you would notice right here. Same thing here. These are blinking. They're not blinking different colors now. Now they're uniform. So this side is all blue, and this side is all red. So you'll never have another blue color that's mixed in like level 2 had. So it's all straight up like everybody, basically each side has one color that they stick to. So blue took the right now, my right side being my right side, it's all blue. So anything on the right side is all blue, anything on the left side is all red, as you guys could see. These are only the lights that are on. The headlights don't have wigwags or anything of that nature, and the brake lights don't have any wigwag of that nature. And that's pretty much the outside ELS lights with the 3. The final one that you have control of is the aux light, which we had on before. So here's the aux light. Aux light pretty much turns on the outer layer, and that was the takedowns, but we'll get to that in a second, and the floodlight, I believe. So the aux lights have the top end sight light. So the top end ones are on, and the ram bar. This isn't even a ram bar. I'll just say the bumper lights, you could call it. And same thing here. They just go solid blue or red. Nothing on the sides that will be on during your aux lights, just your front and your back lights. So that's for that. Next light that we're going to be looking at is going to be your spotlight. Now this vehicle, I don't know if this vehicle has a spotlight. Does it have a spotlight? Or does it have a takedown? So I guess that's the spotlight, yeah. So these little lights are the spotlights, as you can see that on the top. So instead of a regular patrol car where you would have your spotlight right here, and you would just point it at the person, now you have these massive lights as a spotlight instead of the regular ones. So that's pretty much the spotlight. You have these two that are on that will help you with the spotlight. Now SCSO does have like a couple of vehicles that do have like double spotlight, where you have a spotlight here and a spotlight here, unlike us where we only have one. And when you turn it on, you have 2 spotlights instead of 1. Same case here, you have 2 spotlights instead of 1. So that's the spotlight. Next is going to be the takedowns. So here's the takedown. So the spotlights are off. This is just the takedown. So the takedowns pretty much, that's their brightness. You just have these 2 middle lights that become white. That's pretty much it for the takedowns. Nothing fancy, nothing extras, just those 2 become the takedowns. Next up is the floodlight. So this is the floodlight. So before, remember how these 2 were the takedowns? Now all of them are the takedowns. I mean, all of them are white, and now the grill lights join the fun. So now they're all white. Now one thing I want to see is I was showing you guys what happens if you have ELS on, and so let me have ELS 3, like level 3 on. Okay, so level 3 is on. Unlike us where like side lights turn on, this overrides it automatically. So all of front ELS will always have this floodlight on, and there's going to be no front ELS that's on during the time of the floodlight that's on. So the side lights and the back lights. Oh, I didn't even notice. So when you turn on the floodlight, the back floodlights also turn on. So these, as you can see, are spotlights. These are considered spotlights. So this is using the floodlight right here. So if you could turn on the spotlight real quick, as you can see, these are considered the spotlight. So when you can technically have like a bunch of, oh, and I noticed something else. So do you guys see that? So at different direction, you can see this is red and blue solid, and then when you turn to another angle, you have straight up white. So I don't want you guys to mix it. So these are considered spotlight, not the takedowns. Takedowns would just be, it would be the regular ELS. So these override the ELS to a point where now the only thing that are going to be turned on if you have your ELS on and you turn on your floodlight is going to be just the side lights only. So the side lights are going to be the only thing that's going to be blinking. Everything else is going to be overwritten by the floodlight. So and then the spotlight also does help as well. So that's for that's basically where the lighting comes from. Now if you can turn all of them off real quick. Next up is going to be the LA, or is, I'm guessing it's probably the left alley. So left alley. Oh, so those lights, so those buttons are basically just a placeholder. So you don't have a left alley. If you want to blow up your left alley, I'm guessing you just turn on your spotlight, right? So in that case, you just turn on the, so if I'm on your side and you're trying to see me, turn on your spotlight real quick. I want to see if you can catch me. So I guess you can try to turn on your spotlight. Though the spotlight, maybe this one is the only one that's closest to getting the sides. But that's about it. So they don't have no side lights. Though in their GUI, they do have the left and right alley, as you guys can see over there, like at the bottom. So those are like a couple of extra buttons that just, I guess that they just have that's useless. And the next one I want to know is, do you guys have traffic visors? Left, right, and split in the middle. Do you guys have those, or those also don't work? Okay, so that's another, I guess, GUI that just got carried over. So I'm guessing the devs were recycling the GUI over to here, and it's not a specific GUI that was made for the Stapleton County per se. So now that we have that, we're gonna turn on ELS 3, and then we're gonna turn on, this is what the manual siren sounds like. So that is how the manual siren sounds like. Let me make it louder for you guys real quick. So that's manual siren. So if you guys hear that sound, it's just a regular manual one. That means manual being you hold the siren and then it's gonna make that noise the whole time. Next up is gonna be the whale down. This is the whale down. I believe you guys have the whale down, or no? Does the whale down work for you guys? apparently it doesn't work. I did not know that. So the SWAT truck does not have a wheel down. I thought it did too, because I think it was, I only thought ELS was the only thing that would not work. But I guess he never tried to use it at all, right? In duty. So nope, I guess not. So wheel down doesn't work. Here's a regular wheel. So this is the same tone, I believe, as regular SCSO, right? This is like the regular patrol car. This is deeper? Okay. So here's a closer sound. Speakers are over here. Side sound and front sound. So that right here that you guys hear is the regular whale. So next up is gonna be the priority. This is a regular priority. It's a bit deeper, if you guys notice the sound, than the regular cruiser. So this is the regular priority. Okay, you can turn that off. So it's a little bit deeper than the regular patrol car. The same thing. So that's the priority. Next up is going to be the Yelp. This is the Yelp. Now, I never heard of this Yelp. I don't know why. This is the first time actually hearing this. Because I haven't had a vehicle that sounded like this. So that's how the Yelp sounds. You can turn it off. There you go. That's the Yelp. It's a little bit deeper. It has its own. So SWAT kind of has their own siren in a way, because they have that deeper tone. So it makes it sound different. So in the GUI, the thing that they're missing are pretty much the left alley, the right alley, and the traffic visor. And in the siren department, they are missing the whale down. Other than that, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. And that's pretty much it for the vehicle. So that part is done. So next up, we're just gonna ask Steel a couple of questions since he's in SWAT. So what's the requirement? Like, if you join SCSO, can you go straight into SWAT, or do you have to do something? Okay, so you guys have a specific tryouts for SWAT. So just by joining SCSO, you don't automatically become SWAT. You just, when you join, you're a regular patrol officer, a deputy, I mean, until you try out for SWAT and you get into SWAT. Okay. Let's say I just joined SWAT, like yesterday. I just joined SWAT, and then tomorrow they have a tryout. Can I come to that tryout, and if I pass, can I get straight into SWAT, even though I'm brand new? Oh, that's dope. So I guess the people that are coming from post and any other department, if you pass the tryout, and like, it doesn't matter how long you've been in the department, it doesn't have seniority or anything of that nature, you can go straight into SWAT, because in DHS for us, you have to be in FPS for a month or two before you can either try out for Secret Service or CRT. So that's dope. So but I'm guessing majority of the people that try out for SWAT are like experienced people, right? Like majority of the people are like experienced, yeah. Because I don't think like somebody that just got out of post would go straight into being like, oh, I'm gonna join SWAT. So, oh, majority fail. Okay, makes sense. Usually when you have tryouts like that, they fail. So do you guys have, like, you guys test for, like, physical test, shooting and all that stuff, right? Okay, 40 attend. How many do you get in? So if 40 attend, how many deputies would you think usually make it in? Okay, okay, that makes sense. So only 10 get it. So it's limited availability. And then how do you guys, like, do you guys hire anytime you guys feel like it, or do you guys have a specific number you follow? Okay, so you guys do have a cap. So the cap they have is 25. Did you guys reach that cap yet, or is it still open right now? Not yet. Okay. So I'm guessing you guys are still hiring. You still have a tryout. Or are the tryouts good? Okay. Once per month. Okay. So they have a 25 cap. As long as they don't have that 25 cap, they'll just keep doing regular tryouts that anybody can join. So the next question that I have for you guys is, do you have to be SWAT 24/7, or do you patrol when you're not called out as a SWAT? Okay, you guys patrol in uniform. And do you patrol like when you're doing a regular patrol? Do you patrol in this uniform, or do you have another uniform that you put on? When you're on duty, when you're like doing regular police patrol, you have a different uniform? You can put it on if you want. So when they're on regular duty, they're patrolling. Instead of wearing a regular SCSO deputy uniform, they get to wear this. So this has their badge in the on the right side, and a couple of mags on the left side. Um, well, the other left side pretty much. So you have your badge, and then you have a couple of mags, and then you have your holster for your firearm. Nothing on the other side. Your radio's in the back, and then your cuffs and stuff like that are in the back. This is the uniform. So if you see somebody with this uniform, they're most likely SWAT, and only SWAT is the only ones that wear this uniform, correct? Okay, so you guys are allowed to carry one rifle when you're in uniform. And for the people that don't know the rifles, it's either G36 or the MP5, just like DHS. So they get to carry those on duty with them. So this is off-duty uniform. So not off-duty uniform, but this is off SWAT duty uniform, like regular patrols and stuff like that. This is what they wear. Now, the next question is, when you guys are doing regular patrols, is there a specific car you guys have, or you can take any car that you want? Since when you're doing regular patrols. What cars can you take? We can use the regular patrol cars. Okay, so SWAT members can use regular patrol cars when they're patrolling on duty. So just any regular patrol car. Okay. And then can you use the special unit ones, like the ghost ones? So if you become an operative, you automatically get promoted to deputy first class. Oh, okay. So if you join, for the people that didn't know, if you join SWAT, and you pass, you automatically get a promotion to deputy first class. So, you can literally just join SCSO, and then literally get a easy rank if you pass your SWAT training. So I'm guessing like with SWAT you get special gear, special equipments, and a promotion that comes with it. By the way, what's your current rank, if I may ask? Operative. Okay, so you're deputy first class, correct? Perfect. Okay. So and then that's what you have, your rank right there. It shows up on your uniform as well. So the other question that I have is, I noticed SCSO has a ghost car and an unmarked CV. Can you take that as an operative? Can you like patrol with that, or do you have to be a certain rank? Just by being a SWAT member, can you take those vehicles while you're not doing SWAT duties? Okay, so you have to be Sergeant Plus for the Ghost. You can't take the Ghost um, if you're a regular operative. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's a similar format to us, um, where CRT has certain limits on the vehicles. So not anybody. So if you can only take regular patrol vehicles, unless you're specifically a sergeant or above and so on, before you can take the other vehicles. So if you're not doing SWAT duties, you can just straight up take regular SWAT cars, regular patrol marked units, and not unmarked units. Awesome. That is good to hear. That's good to hear. And the other question that I have is SCSO hiring right now? at the moment. Okay, so application is currently closed, but usually they open every single month or other month, correct? Perfect. For the people that don't know, if you want to join SCSO, or the requirements to join SCSO is literally a post certification. If you get post certified and you're a citizen of Firestone, you automatically can apply for a position here in the sheriff's office. And then once you get in, you can literally try out for SWAT. And if you get in, it's an easy promotion, and you get these cool little uniforms that you get to wear when you're either not doing SWAT work, and you got a uniform for SWAT operations and uniform for non-SWAT operations. If you liked it, or if you guys have any more questions, you can always reach out to Steel or any of the SCSO high comms. This is me and Steel signing out. Thank you guys for watching. More videos like this will be coming out soon. With that, I am out. Deuces.